What's up, motherfucker?
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist.
No,
just based off his look.
They're edge.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfucker? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, March 17th, 2022. Got a big show today. March Madness has officially started as the NCAA tournament. Round of 64 has started. There's 2 games going on right now. Plus, for all you college wrestling fans, you have March Madness going on, the NCAA National Wrestling Championships. First round started today at noon. Chad Red, an Indiana native, is wrestling right now. Have another Indiana native getting ready to come up in Nick Lee. You know, we got a lot going on today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. You can find both those shows live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also find both those shows in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We also have a new pro wrestling podcast out at GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Also, you can find it on our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room if you'd like to watch the video version. New episodes of GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room drop every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about our shows, interview announcements, live show announcements, anything like that. Do have an interview announcement this Monday, March 21st. Owner of AACW, All-American Championship Wrestling, out of Kokomo, Indiana, Shane Kalsert will be joining us. Going to talk about their upcoming show in April. They put on a great show, so it should be a great interview. So join us Monday for that. All right. Okay, let's jump right into today's games. Chad Red, in college wrestling, real quick. Chad Red is up 5-4 in the second period. He's the number 19 seed. He's wrestling the 14th seed. All right, let's jump right into this. We'll start in college basketball because, like I said, we have March Madness going on right now. All right, first game we have is right now you have Michigan and Colorado State. Colorado State is up 36-29 over Michigan in the first half. Providence is up 24-22 over San Diego State. That's with 3 minutes left in the first half. And then the next game that'll be starting will be at a little after 2, right around 2:15. You have Memphis at Boise State. Memphis is a 3.5 point favorite in this game. They're minus 170 on the money line. Boise State is plus 140 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 133.5. Memphis is 21-10 on the season. They have good size and good depth. Boise State plays good defense, but they can struggle offensively. I like Memphis in this game at the minus 170 on the money line. All right, next game we have is Norfolk State at Baylor. Baylor is a 20.5 point favorite in this game. They're minus 4,500 on the money line. Norfolk State's plus 1,600 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 138. Baylor's going to win this game. I'm not going to lay 20.5, but it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me, but 20.5 is just too many points to lay. And I would lean. So you're talking. I would lean toward the under the 138. I just don't think Norfolk State's going to score a whole lot of points against this Baylor defense. So that's what I would lean toward, would be the under the 138 in that game. Next game starts at 3:12 p.m. Eastern as you have Longwood at Tennessee. Tennessee is an 18-point favorite, minus 4,000 on the money line. Longwood is plus 1280 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 133. Longwood is the 14th seed. They're 26-6. They are 4-0 ATS their last 4 games. They are a good shooting team. They hit 10 3-pointers their last game. Tennessee is 26-7 on the season. They allow giving up 63 points a game. They're 5-2 ATS their last 7. I like Tennessee to win this game. But not enough. I'm not comfortable enough to give up 18 points, but I do like the over the 133 in this game. I really like the over 133 because both these teams can score long, especially if Longwood gets their 3-point shooting going. Next game is Richmond at Iowa. Iowa's been one of the hottest teams in the country here. Went on a run, and won the Big Ten tournament. They are 9.5-point favorites. They are minus 490 on the money line. Richmond is plus 365 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 150.5. Richmond is 23-12 on the season. They're led by Burton, who averages 16 points per game. Richmond averages 72 points per game as a team, and they are 6-1 ATS their last 7 games as an underdog. Iowa's 26-9. Like I said, they're coming into the NCAA tournament hot after winning the Big Ten tournament. They're led by Keegan Murray, who averages 24 points a game. I got to see Murray play live Sunday in the Big Ten championship game. I'll tell you what, hey, dude's for real. Dude's a stud. He lit up Purdue that day. He's been lighting everybody up here pretty much all season. Iowa averages scoring 84 points per game, and they are 6-1 ATS their last 7. I like Iowa in this game at the minus 9.5. I just don't think Richmond's going to be able to keep up with Iowa's offense. Then the next game we have is that starts at 4:42 p.m. Eastern time. Chad Red, real quick. Chad Red gets the win in the first round of the NCAA College Wrestling Nationals 6-5. He was the 19 seed. He beat the 14 seed, so he'll move on and wrestle again this evening. But all right, next game we have is Georgia State against Gonzaga. Gonzaga's a 22.5-point favorite. Over under for this game is at 148.5. Georgia State's on a 10-game winning streak. They're not a bad team, but they're just going to be outmatched here against Gonzaga. I like Gonzaga in this game. I'm going to take Gonzaga. I'll go with Gonzaga at the minus 22.5. Next game is a game I'm looking forward to watching here this afternoon. I think it's going to be, has a potential to be a real good game, is Marquette against North Carolina. This game starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. North Carolina is a 3.5-point favorite, minus 170 on the money line. Marquette is plus 140 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 153. Marquette has lost 5 of their last 8. They're 7-1 ATS their last 8 as an underdog. North Carolina is 6-1 their last 7. They're 4-1 ATS their last 5. They're led by Baycott, who scores 72 or 17 points per game. I like North Carolina to win this game. I think this, like I said, I think this could be a close game. I like North Carolina here on the money line at the minus 170. Oh, there we go. That's what it was. I knew something was back feeding. Couldn't figure it out. All right. So next game we have is New Mexico State against Connecticut. UConn is a 6.5-point favorite. They're minus 275 on the money line. New Mexico State University is plus 220 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 132. New Mexico State is 26-6 on the season. They average 73 points per game. They allow 65 points per game. They're led by Allen, who averages 16 points a game, and they are 3-2 straight up their last 5. UConn is 23-9 on the season. They average 75 points per game, and they allow giving up 65 points per game. Pretty close. UConn's also 3-2 straight up their last 5, and they are led by Cole, who averages 16 points per game. I think it's going to be a real good game. I'm going with New Mexico State here at the plus 6.5. I can see either team winning this game, but I think it's going to be a real close game. I see New Mexico State winning this game outright. But if they do lose, I think it'll be a real close game. So I'm taking New Mexico State at the plus 6.5 against UConn. All right, real quick score update. Colorado State is up over Michigan 36-29 in the first half. Providence is up 31-23 over San Diego State with 16 seconds left in the first half. That's the only two games going on right now. All right, next game is St. Peter's against Kentucky. Kentucky is an 18-point favorite. They're minus 4,000 on the money line. St. Peter's is plus 1,400 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 132. St. Peter's is 19-11 on the season. They have won 5 in a row. They're led by Banks, who scores 11 or averages 11 points per game. They are 20-9 ATS, so they have been good covering the spread, and they average scoring 69 points per game. Kentucky, they're led by Schwebue, who averages 17 points per game. They are 15-18 ATS, and they average 77 points per game. I think Kentucky's just going to be too much for St. Peter's, but I think 18 points. I think that's just a little too many. But I'll go the under. I'll go with the under the 130 or over the 132 in this game. Yeah, over 132 in this game would be my play. All right, next game is in the game I'm going to be watching tonight. I'm a big IU fan, so it's Indiana against St. Mary's. St. Mary's is a 2.5 point favorite, minus 140 on the money line. IU is plus 116 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 125. Indiana's 21-13 on the season. They lost to Iowa in the Big Ten tournament their last game in the semifinals by a last-second shot. They are 4-1 straight up their last 5. IU's been playing their best basketball at the right time of the season. Trace Jackson Davis is their leading scorer. He's averaging 19 points per game. He had 28 in their NCAA or in the first 4 game on Tuesday night. They play pretty good defense. They allow 66 points per game and averaging scoring 71. St. Mary's 25-7. They average 69 points per game. They average giving up 61 points per game. Tass is their leading scorer with averaging 13 points per game, and they are 3-2 straight up their last 5. Statistically, these teams match up pretty close. I like IU in this game. They're playing well at the right time, and I think they're going to carry this momentum and get another victory here in the NCAA tournament. Trace Jackson Davis has been playing great basketball. I think he's going to continue that tonight. I like IU here at the plus 116 on the money line. All right, next game we have is Creighton Creighton against San Diego State. San Diego State University is a 2-point favorite in this game. They're minus 144 on the money line. Creighton is plus 118 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 120.5. Creighton is 22-11 on the season. They allow 66 points per game defensively. They're missing one of their better players in Nimar, their point guard. He's out. San Diego State is 23-8. They allow giving up 57 points per game. They have a strong defense. They're 7-3 ATS their last 10. They're led by Bradley. I like San Diego State in this game over Creighton. I'm going to go San Diego State actually on the money line at the minus 144. Next game you have Vermont against Arkansas. This game starts at 9:47 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Arkansas is a 5-point favorite. They are minus 215 on the money line. Vermont is plus 176 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 139. Vermont is 28-5 on the season. They average scoring 78 points per game. They are 5-0 straight up their last 5. Defensively, they allow 60 points per game, and they're led by Davis at 7, who averages 17 points per game. Arkansas is 25-8. They average scoring 77 points per game. Janote is their leading scorer at 19 points per game. They allow 68 points per game on defense, and they are 3-2 straight up their last 5. I like Vermont here at the plus 5. I think this is going to be a real close game, probably a 1 or 2 point game, and I can see either team winning this game. Next game is San Francisco against Murray State. This game starts at 10:07 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Murray State is a 2-point favorite. They're minus 132 on the money line. San Francisco is plus 110 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 137.5. San Francisco is 24-9. They are a 10 seed. This is their first time in the NCAA tournament since 1998. They've won 3 of their last 5 games. They average scoring 71 points per game. They haven't played the greatest of schedules though. They only have 2 wins versus teams that in the tournament field. They are 6-4 their last 10 games. Murray State is 30-2 on the season. They are a 7 seed. They are on a 20-game winning streak. They're led by KJ Williams. They average scoring 76 points per game, and they are 16-12-1 ATS this season. I like Murray State here on the money line at the minus 132. All right. Move on. Let's move right along. Next game is Akron against UCLA. This game starts at 10:17 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Akron's a 14 seed. They are 24-9. They've won 8 of their last 10 games. UCLA is a 4 seed. They are 25-7. They're led by Johnny Juzang, who averages 16 points per game. They have won 8 of their last 10 games as well. I think UCLA wins this game. 13.5 points is just too many points for me to give up. But I do think this game would be over the 128.5. So that would be my play on this game, would be the over the 128.5. All right, next game is Texas Southern versus Kansas. This game starts at 10:24 p.m. Eastern time tonight. This will be the last tip-off of the evening. Texas Southern's coming off a win in the first 4 game on Tuesday night. They're a 16 seed. They're 19-12. They're 9-2 ATS their last 11 games as an underdog. They're good defensively. They can struggle on the offensive side of the ball. Kansas is a number 1 seed. They're 28-6 on the season. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They're 4-0 ATS their last 4 as a favorite. I like Kansas in this game. I just don't know about I'm not giving up 22.5. I would lean toward the under the 146 in this game. Is what I would lean toward. I think Kansas wins the game probably pretty easily, but 22.5 points is just too many points for me to give up. All right, that's all the NCAA basketball games for today. Score update: Colorado State 41, Michigan 35, with 17.5 minutes left in the second half. Providence 31, San Diego State 23. I think that game's at halftime. Norfolk State and Baylor will be tipping off here in about a half hour. Here in about a half hour, you have 2 more games tipping off. All right, we have 1 game in the NBA tonight. It's the Detroit Pistons versus the Orlando Magic. The Magic are 2.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 146 on the money line. The Pistons are plus 124 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 219. The Pistons are 18-51 on the season. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Grant's out tonight. Cunningham is questionable. They average 104 points per game, and they are 6-0 ATS their last 6 road games. The Orlando Magic are 18-52. They have the second worst overall record in the NBA. They are 8-25 at home, but they are 4-1 ATS their last 5. I like the Orlando Magic to win this game tonight. Pistons are going to be a little shorthanded. So I go with the Orlando Magic at the on the money line in this game. All right, that's all the NBA games for tonight. Have a few hockey games. In the NHL, you have the Islanders against the Rangers. Rangers are minus 1.5 on the puck line and minus 144 on the money line. Over under for that game is at 5.5. You have the skip the game somehow. There was one hockey game I do like tonight is the Florida Panthers against the Vegas Knights. I like the Panthers here at the minus 184 on the money line. I just think the Panthers offense is going to be a little too much for Vegas. So I like the Florida Panthers money line against the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, we'll go ahead and get to my picks of the day. Nope, okay. All right, in college basketball today, I'm going to take Tennessee and Longwood over 133. Iowa minus 9.5 over Richmond. North Carolina money line against Marquette. Also, I'm going to take Memphis money line against Boise State. I'm going to take New Mexico State plus 6.5 against UConn. San Diego State money line against Creighton. Murray State money line against San Francisco. And then in the NBA, I'm going to take the Orlando Magic money line over the Detroit Pistons. And in the NHL, I'm taking the Florida Panthers money line against the Golden Knights. So my picks of the day, to recap, in the NHL, I like the Panthers money line. NBA, I like the Orlando Magic money line. And then in college basketball in the NCAA tournament, I like Murray State money line, San Diego State money line, New Mexico State plus 6.5, North Carolina money line, Iowa minus 9.5, Longwood and Tennessee over 133, and Memphis money line. That'll be my picks for today. Quick score update before we get out of here. Michigan 38, Colorado State 41, with 15 minutes left in the second half. Providence and San Diego State. Providence 31, San Diego State 23. That game's at halftime. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We will be live later in the day with some more NCAA March Madness coverage. I'll be putting out a post and letting everybody know exactly what time. I'm waiting for somebody to get back with me. I think might have a couple people join me this evening, but so we'll be live here later with some more March Madness coverage and probably some more March Madness coverage as well with the college wrestling. Nick Lee advanced to the next round. Indiana native Chad Red picked up a win. Picked up a win this afternoon, and is also an Indiana native and advanced to the quarterfinals tonight, or maybe not the quarterfinals, but they'll advance to wrestle again. They might not wrestle tomorrow. Can't remember the schedule, but they'll wrestle again. Find coverage of that on ESPN. Thanks for joining us today. We will see you guys later on today with some more March Madness coverage. Also, don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Also, big interview announcement this Monday. Owner of AACW All-American Championship Wrestling, Shane Cowser, also aka JH Hogg. He'll be joining us at 4 p.m. Monday to talk about their upcoming show on April 9th in Kokomo, Indiana. So come join us for that this Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, new episode of GWR Gonzo Wrestling Room drops this Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find it at Gonzo's Wrestling Room. And then you can also find the video version of it on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. If you'd like to watch the video version, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Also hit that like and share button. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, please hit the like and follow buttons and the share buttons as well. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. You can see some of our t-shirts here behind me. We have some new stuff coming out here real soon. We'll have some new GWR t-shirts on hand here in the next few days. So if you're wanting to get a GWR shirt, I will have some on hand. Get a hold of me to reserve yours today. We will see you guys here later with some more NCAA March Madness coverage. Hopefully we all win some of this easy money that's out there. I gave out, I think, some good picks. We'll see how they go. You never know what's going to happen in March Madness. Like I said, if you're a sports fan, it's a great weekend with March Madness going on. You got the NCAA Wrestling March Madness going on. Plus, you still have NBA. So there's a lot of sports going on. Stay safe. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be safe celebrating St. Patrick's Day tonight and this weekend. And we will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Peace.